Sean. Today on Pirate Steve Cooking we will be making Millionaires Shortbread. So first of all we need to do the shortbread part. We're going to take 500 grams of plain flour, 150 grams of caster sugar, and we're going to put in 300 grams of butter. And what we're going to do is try to make this a little bit like a breadcrumb, or as if you're making a crumble topping. So you need to get your hands in, and we're going to work this into the flour, and I'll be back in a few moments once I've done that. Right, now that's enough. It's come to get like into a breadcrumb now. So what I'm going to do is squeeze it all together into like a dough, ready to go into our tray. Right, it's going together. We just put the main part in there, and we're going to squodge it down, put all these bits on it, and we're going to press this down into a baking tray using your pirate fists. Just try to get it so it's evened out all the way across in your tray. If there's any parts that are a bit up, just squodge them down a bit. Right, I'm going to take a fork now, and you need to prick it some holes in, because when this goes in the oven it will try to rise up, and we don't want it to rise too much. That'll do. And now this is going to go in the oven, I'm guessing around 180 for about 20 minutes. Right, sorry about that. Now I've got first mate Maisie here, and we're just ready to make the caramel to go on top of the Millionaire Shortbread. Maisie has got in the pan 200 grams of butter, 100 grams of light brown sugar, and now she's going to add 2 cans of condensed milk. Go on then. We've already got the pan on a low heat. We need to use this thing here, look. I can't remember what it's called, but the scrapey one tool is going to be used to get all this stuff out. That's there. Now Maisie, put the other one of the condensed milk into there. Use the scrapey one tool to crack all the little bits out. That's it. Get it all out. Good first mate Maisie. Right, that'll do. Come on, we're not in prison. Right, now what she's going to do is we're going to heat this up gently, and she's going to keep stirring it until we've created a nice caramel sauce, and we will be back with you in a wee moment. Right, it's thickened up now. Maisie got bored, so I had to take over. But as you can see, caramel has thickened right up. So now we can take off low heat, stop stirring, it's fine now. And we're going to take over to our shortbread, which has come out of oven, has been cooling down on rack. As you can see, that's just about done how we want it to be, and this is going to be poured straight on top now. Be very careful when you're doing this, because caramel will burn you. It's very hot. Pour it out, let it find its own level. Use the scrapey out stick wand thing to just get the last bits out, like that. Good Pratt. And then we just give it a little shake just to level out a bit. Now this is hotter than the sun and will burn the crap out of you, so be very careful. We're going to leave this little Pratt thing around, going to take at least an hour or two to cool right down, and then we come back for the final part. Right, now it's had a couple of hours to set. As you can see, the caramel's not moving around. So when we get to this stage, you need to melt down 3 bars of chocolate. I just use normal Cadbury's chocolate. I've got it melting over here, over a bain-marie. So just melt your chocolate down, and we're going to take this over and pour it over top of shortcake and caramel. That's okay. So take chocolate, pour it all over top and try to cover over the whole thing with chocolate. Use a scraping wand for this. And you want to just try cover all over top. Get the rest out. Smooth it out to edges so it's all covered over. Doot, doot, doot. Prat, prat, prat. There, that's okay. Again, we're going to have to leave this one more time before we can serve for chocolate to set. And again, this is probably going to take about another hour before we can cut this up and see how awesome it is inside. Again, just give it a little tap, shake it about, make sure it's all level, and just leave that now. Now the chocolate is all set up, Millionaires Shortbread is all ready, caramel is set, chocolate set, we've cut a piece out, ready for young Pratosaurus Rex, Corky Butcher, to come in and have a taste. Off you go, Corky Butcher.
Very nice, very caramelly, very chocolatey. Shortbread's nice and buttery. It's very, very sweet. You definitely cannot eat a lot of this because you probably will have the runs or something.
The runs? You don't have runs from eating Pirate Steve food, you prat. Anyway, remember to like, share and subscribe to help grow the Pirate Steve universe. Yak, kak, 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 kak. Pirate Steve, everybody loves Pirate Steve, Pirate Steve, Pirate Steve, everybody loves Pirate Steve. Yak, kak, 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 kak.